Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock, and it is the preview for the game tomorrow night in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup between Newport County against Newcastle United, which will be a 5:30 kickoff at the Rodney Parade Stadium, and we are live on Sky as well. So we came off the back of that 1-1 away draw to Spurs. I don't know how we came away. We came out of that game with a point. We deserved nothing. We barely threatened. We were shocking. Steve Bruce's tactics were all over the place, and it was never a penalty as well. Deary me. No wonder some fans and other players are really kicking off about this handball rule now, for sure. And Newport County came off the back of a 2-0 away win to Bolton Wanderers. Yep, they did. So what do we need to do to make sure we progress to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup? Well, I think Steve Bruce has got to do a bit of what you call homework and look at where he's going wrong with his tactics, because so far they have been abysmal, shocking so far. Yes, we got the win against West Ham at the beginning of the season, but West Ham were in a mess before that game kicked off. Well, before the season kicked off. Blackburn, we only just scraped through that, so there's red flags going to start to be raised. Brighton, that game was a shower of shite. My God, it was. We were 2-0 down in about 7 minutes of the game. We went with a 4-4-2 formation, a formation that's just not working this season. Yes, Morecambe won 7-0, so I take it he probably got that one right. But Spurs, yes, we got a draw, but the tactics were shocking. Absolutely shocking. 5 at the back, invited the pressure a lot of the time, sit back, there you go. And as I said, came away with a lucky penalty as well. So Steve Bruce has got to get the tactics right for tomorrow. Because if he doesn't, Newport will be thinking, do you know what, we're going to give this game a go. For sure. If Steve Bruce's tactics were horrendous against Spurs. So Newport County are going to be no pushovers. They're going to be willing to stand a chance. They're going to have a go in this game. So we'll have to be on the lookout, even though it is a League Two side, but they've had a great start of the season, and they're thinking, do you know what? Let's put the other games aside. Let's go and try this in a tougher game against Newcastle, against a Premier League side in Newcastle. So yeah, hopefully we'll be on the lookout tomorrow. In terms of injury news, it came out today that Matt Ritchie looks like he's facing at least a couple of months on the sidelines with that shoulder injury. He came off against Spurs, and I think it was going to be a serious one. I think it was the one he picked, which kind of like Fabian Schär picked up against Liverpool at the end of last season. So I think he looks like he'll be spending some time on the sidelines, unfortunately, which is a shame. It's the last thing we want is more injuries occurring. And yeah, but I've heard that Ryan Fraser and possibly ASM could be in contention to return tomorrow night. I think I would look more to keep ASM for Saturday against Burnley, but I think Ryan Fraser looks like he could come in the starting lineup against Newport County. We'll just wait and see, but I've got that feeling he probably just will. And also in the other injury news, it looks like Kieran Clark's actually going to be missing as well from the game as well, after he picked up the injury against Morecambe in the game last week. And it looks like he could be spending a bit of time out as well, unfortunately. Yeah, and it looks like Dummett and Matty Longstaff are just not ready to return yet, so yeah, so it is a bit of a shame that we're still getting more injuries, but yeah. I think Steve Bruce is going to go with a strong side tomorrow. He will ring changes in again, but I think he'll still keep it strong. So we'll just wait and see. But he has to get the tactics spot on tomorrow night, because otherwise fans will get very frustrated and they'll start calling for him to be gone as well. And also, not to mention another thing, is not to mention these pathetic excuses I've heard he's been coming out with now, particularly after the Spurs game, and said, well, we did well to stay in the game for so long. I mean, how weird, man. Should be trying to go for it. Just go for these teams. Try and attack these teams for Devon. To me, we've got the squad to do that. We've brought in some decent signings. But, yeah, those excuses should be thrown out the window, just like the other formations we've been trying to use, which just simply has not been working as well. The 5 at the back, of course, don't get me started with that. There's a reason I don't like this formation. Sit back, invite the pressure, and get what we deserve, which is normally a beating a lot of the time. Even though I wouldn't get beat against Spurs, but it should have been a beating against Spurs. And the 4-4-2, I just don't think we've got the players to do it. I mean, we're playing Hendrick as a winger. How way, man? Are you serious? And Carroll, is he going to be played for a full 90 minutes in a game? No. And is he also going to stay fit for a full season as well? Possibly no as well. There you go. And so the formation, the way forward this season is the 4-2-3-1 formation. It has been working lately, so go with it. Just go with it. Steve Bruce needs to just look at that and think, just go with this formation I've been using. That's worked. Hope he does. Because if we do, there's a chance of going to the quarterfinals. A lot more chance of definitely going to the quarterfinals. So, well, we'll get into the predicted lineup for what I think Bruce will go with tomorrow night. Start off in goal, Mark Gillespie. I think he will step in goal this time. And because he has been playing in the Carabao Cup competitions, and he has done very well as well. So, Mark Gillespie to go in goal tomorrow night. Going to go into the back 4. Yes, a back 4, not a back 5. Start off in the right back spot. I'm going to go with Emil Kraft. And I think he will come in. Did play in that position against Morecambe as well, and I thought he did pretty well. So I'm going to put him in that position. In the left-back spot, I'm actually going to go with DeAndre Yedlin for this game. He played in that spot against Morecambe as well, and I thought he didn't do too bad. They're still unsure about his future at this football club, so we'll just wait and see what happens. But you know what? I'm willing to give him another chance in that position. Again, I have been very critical of him in pre-season, particularly. But I'll give him another chance to see how we can do in that left-back spot tomorrow. Going to go into the 2 centre-backs. First of all, I'm actually going to stick with the captain, Jamal Lascelles. And alongside him, I'm also going to stick with Federico Fernandez as well, because all of our other centre-backs are out injured, unfortunately. So I'm going to keep them 2 in to play tomorrow night against Newport County. So going to go into the 2 centre midfielders. First of all, I'm going to go with Dan Borleza for this game. And he also has been stepping in the Carabao Cup competitions, and hopefully he can step up in these games. I think he has been. Hopefully we can see that a bit more from him as well. Alongside him, I'm actually going to go with Isaac Hayden. He started. He also played against Morecambe as well, and of course on Sunday against Spurs, but in centre-back. Away, man, are you serious? Bruce. So hopefully I'm going to put him in his centre midfield role tomorrow. In the number 10 role, I'm actually going to go with Sean Longstaff. I'm going to play him a bit further up because I think he can play there. I've got to give Miggy a break actually for this game, because he had a very poor game against Spurs. And you're thinking you might look to keep Miggy for possibly for Saturday against Burnley. So I'm going to play Sean Longstaff in a number 10 role this time, and he can play there. Going to go into the 2 wingers. So starting off on the right-hand side, I'm going to go with Jacob Murphy. To me, he should have started against Spurs, but he didn't, came off the bench. I've got the feeling he'll start tomorrow night against Newport. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Ryan Fraser. And hopefully he could improve his fitness by giving him some more game time. And up front as the striker, I'm going to go with Joe Linton. And continuing from that decent performance against Spurs, even though he was playing out on the left, but hopefully playing him in a striker position where he got 2 goals against Morecambe as well. Hopefully we can see that from him tomorrow night as well. So there you are. That is my predicted lineup in terms of a score prediction. As I said, I don't think Newport are going to make it easy for her. I think they're going to be willing to turn up and have a go. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Newcastle. Hopefully, I'm feeling quite confident we'll get through to the quarterfinals. Of course, as always, let me know in the comments section how we're going this game, your predicted lineup, and your score prediction as well. Of course, don't forget to catch me on a quick thoughts and a player ratings after the game as well. So thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like, a comment. And of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button. And until the next 2 videos, I shall catch us all here. Take care of yourselves. Can we progress to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup?